Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Monday, December the 18th, the year 2017. Price action. As the trade turns. Once again, price action is really something that's simple. If you go out on different trading forums, you read people talk about price action, and you have to learn price action, and they make it like this mysterious, deep, dark secret. But if you can't explain it simply, then chances are you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It's not that difficult, and I've done a few videos on price action and turn trades, etc. But once again, we're just going to go through and review a few things. And for those of you who've been watching my videos the past week, you know I've put this screen up in the videos because somebody usually asks about stop loss. And I've gone over it. So if you really have a question about stop loss, you can watch my stop loss video, but I'm just putting it up here as a reminder, and especially for the new folks who this might be the first time you've seen one of my videos. And if we look here at the weekly chart, the weekly dashboard, this week we're working with the dollar franc. We can see we've only got one that hasn't filled the weekly open gap. So once again, anybody trading the weekly open gap would have put pips in their pocket. That's simple trade to do on that when the market opens after the Friday close, when it opens on Sunday, Monday, depending on where you are in the world. Simple trade. And as we will drill down here to the daily, and as we can see, price got up into the wick zone and it fell through. It crossed the daily open to the downside. It's broken out of the previous session or Friday's low. So you can see here we've got that trade to the downside. And no squiggly line indicators were harmed in the making of this video. And once again, it's simple. You can see here we've had a few ranges over 100 pips so far in this session. And you can see here from the close to open, we've also had a couple go over 100. You see right here we've got a couple that you can do a buy zone trade, trading away from the daily open or the daily open crossover, because when price ranges, it has to range away from the daily open. It's just that simple. And you can see here we had a buy zone trade. It came back, entered there. That would have been another win here. If you would have gone back for more, you would have taken some heat and you would have been stopped out. But you can see here, once again, we're talking price action. A lower high, a lower low. That's telling you price is going down. So you wouldn't want to enter this trade. You just wouldn't want to do it. Now, of course, you might have been on a lower time frame, and you might see something different, because here we're on H1. But the rule of thumb is you don't trade against the H1 candle color. So as you can see here, you would have had higher lows, higher highs, but you would have been against the H1 candle color, I do believe. Let's take a look once again. Here, well, actually no, you would have been green, but you had this other price action. So what this is telling me once again, as you can see, just looking here, it's going this way, and as you can see, it continued to go that way. A short entry triggered here, took some heat, finally paid off. Or maybe you got up a little bit later and you took the entry here, took some heat, or you got up this hour and you entered the trade, and there you have it. Pips in your pocket, or you're still writing out that trade. And here we've got the separation now in the buy zone. I'm sorry, in the rat zone. So many zones, so little time, right? Rat zone, red rats here, green rats here. I should probably make that dark green or something, because people go, well, that's blue. Why are you calling it the green rat zone? So anyway, this trade, you'll have to wait to see what happens. As you can see here, it's dynamic. We're pushing down, making a new low, so that end of the zone has been moving down. And for the pivot traders, we can look at the pivots. You see here, it hit the monthly pivot. This is the future pivot point for tomorrow, so if the market were to close right now, this would be the next session's pivot point. So it gives you an idea of where to go, which way to trade to fade that pivot. You can see here we took out S1, and here's the weekly S1 right here, and there's the daily S2 and the monthly open. Now back to price action and as the trade turns. What am I talking about as the trade turns? Well, it's something that I found out, and so by staring at the charts for a long time, you can see here, we can look at the monthly chart. I've got the let me take something off here, turn the sweet spots off, or I should probably let me set it to auto adjust, and there we go. So now it doesn't look so crazy. What you're going to see at every turn, at the top or the bottom, is at the top you're going to see a green candle followed by a red, and at the bottom you're going to find a red candle followed by a green. Every time. Whenever price turns, that is going to occur. Now you can look and you might think that, oh no, but that can't always be true. But the fact of the matter is, it is always true. You see you have a green followed by a red up there, that 3 balls hiding it. I could turn that off too. Let's just turn that off for now. See, green followed by a red, and then it went down. Every turn, red followed by green, and it goes up. So if you are a reversal trader, you have to wait for that to occur. Now, the thing about the turn trade is, so if we have a reversal on the monthly, then you can go down and look at the weekly. Okay, see, red followed by green goes up. See at the bottom, see, red, green goes up. Green followed by a red, and it goes down. See right here, there's a little top there, green followed by red, it goes down. So what you want to do is you want to sit on your hands and wait for that pattern to appear. I mean, right here, the week, green followed by red. So last week you're seeing this happening. You're like, okay, so now what do? Now you're looking for triggers to go south, down. You can drill down to the daily. Same thing. You see here's a bottom, red followed by green. Right there. When it breaks that, chances are it's going to go up. When it breaks that, chances are it's really going to go up. You see? And once again, red followed by green. But you see here on that candle it broke through the high. So those are the type of turns you want to look for. And here, right here live, you've got green followed by red. It's breaking through that low. We saw that earlier. That's, you know, as the price turns. Now that's simple. That's price action. Anybody can understand that. It's not esoteric. It's not something... by the way, for those new to MT4, this is the chart shift. You can just hold down the left button and you can drag it. So if you've got something overlapping, you can pull it over there. Just a little tidbit that a lot of people... I didn't know that for like, I don't know how many years. It's finally I saw that somewhere. It's like, whoa, I wish I would have known about that a long time ago. Anyway, back to the point. We're doing these turn trades. And that's all we're looking for. We're looking for price action. And I wrote this little price action training wheel indicator there. I have on the screen. I've got my turn trade multimeter. You can see here on the weekly, we're in a turn trade situation. Green followed by red. So we're looking to go which way? Short. Okay. And the price action, we're looking here on the daily. Come down here. I've got buttons there and buttons there. This is the button indicator. This is one of the donational candle color multimeters. So you can see here we've got on the daily, we've got one red candle in a row. Okay. And so you can see here price action is telling us we should be short. And if you shift over to H4, once again price action is telling us we should be short. If you go all the way down to M5, you can see here price action is telling us we should go long. Now the question is, you've got conflicting signals. Well, which one is stronger? Is the daily stronger than the 5-minute? I'll leave that up to you. The point is, see here, if you're doing the 5-minute, what you're going to do is you're going to think about what's the frequency distribution of the range of the 5-minute chart, and it might only be 3 or 4 pips. So when you take this trade, if you're up, you know, a couple of pips, which you could have been, let's see, that high was 73. You could have probably gotten in somewhere around 70 when it started to go up. So you could have taken 3 pips off of that. And so in this particular instance, you might want to just, you know, take the grab and run, because you can look at here, look at the price action, meaning look at the candle range, how big they are. See, we've got 10 pips from here to here. Okay, so you don't see any 10 pip candles, but you can see how fast price will change its course. It looks like it's going about 5 pips one way or the other. Well, if you can take 3 out of 5, that's the lion's share. You got 60%. It's just that simple. You don't have to make it complicated. You don't have to grab the big pips. You can grab the small pips if you're steady on a regular recurring basis. Then of course I know somebody's going to go, yeah, but what about when you take that 20 pips loss or something? Well, once again, traders, we come back here, position size, stop loss, you're going to maintain the same risk per trade. You're going to lose the same amount per trade and not any more on your losses. That's how you manage your money. Okay, and part of that is managing the position size and where you place your stop loss. So you have to get that through your heads. It's a function. Now quickly through, we've got the wick zone trade. As you can see, it was successful once again. In and out, in and out, in and out. Very simple. And we've added the holo trade here. As you can see, this was the holo zone. It's there, it's there. Price is going to move between the highest open and lowest open on the H1 setup right here, holo. So, fellow traders, I hope that helps. As always, if you have any questions, send them to me. And remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. The Rumpled One signing off to go drain the banks.